Welcome back. Let's check metals this morning. Take a look down across the board. Gold down 2.25%. Copper and silver down better than 1%. Prices pulling back as Middle East tensions are escalating again. The U.S. hit 20 targets in Iran last night, following the regime downing an American Apache helicopter over the Strait of Hormuz. Silver prices this morning are also lower. Demand for silver growing. It's essential to the AI data center build-out, mass production of electric vehicles, and power grid modernization. Joining me now is the chairman and CEO of America's Gold and Silver Corporation. Paul-Andre Huet is here. Paul, great to see you. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Maria. It's great to be here again.
I know you're ramping up production, and I want to get your take on what you're expecting in the second half of this year with regard to production. But what do you want to say about demand right now?
Yeah, look, demand, I think people underestimate how much we need in the industry. As an industrial product, silver is in such high demand for AI, as you pointed out, for batteries, for anything that we need, like solar panels. We need silver more than ever now today. In the past, it was just used as precious metals, as a commodity, but today it's changing, and the issue is that we're short year after year after year, and we can't keep up. No matter what, all the mines together, we're still short as a planet. So the industrial needs for silver isn't slowing down. It's actually increasing. When you look at all these IPOs for AI, everything that's happening, trillions of dollars being raised, they're going to need silver. It's in high demand. We need it. We produce it here at America's Gold and Silver, and it's essential, and it's going to be domestically produced for a very long time here for us.
Absolutely. It's a total industrial metal and is used in so many areas of this economy. Let me get your take on other metals, because you have previously announced that you're going to begin receiving payment for copper and antimony in 2026. Where does that stand? And I know you're making lots of moves at the Galena Complex and Crescent Mine in Idaho's Silver Valley. You've been doing upgrades there as well as improving communication technology. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, look, we're taking a lot of steps here. We're spending a lot of capital in a district that has been dormant for a very long time. This area that we're working in, the Silver Valley, is one of the richest valleys in all the U.S., in fact, in the world. So we're very fortunate to be located in one of the greatest silver jurisdictions in the world. But as you pointed out, we're also producing copper, we're producing antimony, we're producing lead, small amounts of gold, but those other four critical metals are really important to the U.S., and we're producing them domestically. When I listen to the miners that work for us, we have 350 miners that work at Galena, maybe another 100 at Crescent. These jobs, they matter, and producing these metals will matter for a long time. This isn't a flash in the pan. This isn't something where we're going to be producing this for a quarter and then it's going to stop. What we're doing is building something that will last a very long time for consistency. So quarter after quarter, what we're doing is deploying capital to put in brand new equipment, to improve infrastructure. We've improved the shaft, phase 1, phase 2, we spent $8 million. We're upgrading the mill, we're spending $8 million this year. We're updating a batch plant, a new paste fill plant. We're implementing a new, safer, more efficient mining method in a district that's been around for a very long time. And again, I think it's important to understand that what we're looking at is, this isn't a 100-meter dash for us. This is a marathon. But we're here today, and we're producing today. We're not in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. We're fully permitted. We're fully cashed up. We've got over 400 miners daily mining, day in, day out, producing a concentrate, and we are now getting paid for copper, whereas in the past we were not being paid for copper. We are getting paid for antimony at a scale, but at a smaller scale, Maria.
America's Gold and Silver also consolidating 100% ownership of both sites to boost silver and antimony production, while accelerating the exploration efforts to expand critical mineral supply chain. I want to get your take on the race with China here, and let me bring in Mitch Rochelle, because Mitch, when we talk about these commodities, these critical minerals that are used not only in all of our devices and electronics, but also for our military, China was trying to bully the world and hold back on these critical minerals, but we're slowly but surely seeing more production in America.
Yeah, Maria, I think that's key. Just like energy independence is a national security imperative, I think critical minerals production is a national security imperative. And I think it's great to know that we have a manufacturer, producer, miner domestically and others who can, source those materials so we're not dependent upon our enemies for things we need to make our future run. But one of the interesting things, Paul, is what happened in the market yesterday about gold, which is there was a rotation out of gold. So they rotated out of tech stocks, but they also rotated out of gold. The reason why the market behaved the way it did yesterday is because of the new geopolitical risk. You would think, though, that geopolitical risk would do the opposite. It would rotate people. Is gold is it so overbought that people are getting out of it?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't say that. There's no doubt the geopolitical risk that's occurring right now is having an effect on gold and silver to an extent. But the reality is we still need some commodities. And look, I'm gonna talk more about silver, Mitch, here, because silver is so important. And look, they're both important. But silver, for the industrial needs here coming up forward for us, is so critical, and us producing it at the rate we're producing it and growing quarter after quarter so that we could sustain 5 to 10 million ounces per year, and then producing antimony is so critical. Your question on gold, I don't think gold is far from done. We're still in early innings here, and silver, we're in the first inning. So I think silver is going to rebound. I think people have always said, I wish there was a bit of a pullback. There is a bit of a pullback here now, a great buying opportunity. People should be looking at that. We're raising so much money for tech, for AI, for all these big IPOs that are coming in, and we see people selling off stocks so that they can reposition themselves. But there's no doubt gold and silver are still yet to shine. None.
So where do you think the power is going to come from for this AI revolution, Paul? Obviously, it's not just oil and gas. You've got, batteries. You mentioned batteries and the need for silver for that. You've got electricity needs. You've got nuclear. Where do you see the power largely coming from to fire up these AI data center build-outs?
Yeah, look, we've got to start doing some of these things domestically. There's no doubt. Mitch was pointing out that we can't rely on other countries. The geopolitical risks that are out there are real. We've seen year after year where we get cut off on some very critical metals. We're in the middle of war at the moment. We need munitions, ammunition. We need to be able to produce it ourselves domestically. Ourselves, America's Gold and Silver and U.S. Antimony, together, we're planning on building a new facility right here domestically in Idaho so that we could produce antimony forever. Again, not just a quarter. We're talking about producing antimony forever. We'll be able to produce copper, antimony, silver. All these things that are required in this infrastructure are very critical. Producing them domestically is a big win for Americans. It's a big win for all of us.
All right, Paul, great to get your take on all of this. Thanks so much. Paul Andre Huet joining us. We'll be right back.